What's up? It's your girl Latoya Monique, and I am here today with my girl Nikki. What's up,
Yes.
Nikki?
Hi. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Well, thank you for joining us today on Getting Your Flowers. So today we are going to talk about the fuckery of dating in your 40s.
Yes.
Because even though it's not being talked about, we're about to talk about it. Okay?
Let's get
So,
into it.
all right, Nikki. So first of all, let's talk about our ages. I'm 49 years old. I'll be 50 next month. 7/18. July 18th is my birthday.
Okay,
And
so
how old are you?
I'm 40. I just turned 40 March 27 of this year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're 40, I'm 49. Okay, so that's a 9-year difference.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about the fuckery. Because what I'm running into is younger men
Mm-hmm.
in their 20s.
Yes.
Mind you, I have a 27-year-old, a 23-year-old, and a 15-year-old.
Okay.
But I run into men in, like, say, 26, 27 years old, and they'll be like, yeah, I want to date you. I want to
Right.
take you out.
And
So
it's
I'm
always
like,
the younger men.
Right,
It's always
always.
the younger men. Yeah.
I want to take you out. So I'm like, you don't, I already know I'm not going to really deal with you, but I'm going to throw enough net because I want to see how much you're going to catch here.
Yeah.
So, you go through the whole 5 questions. And the first 5 questions in dating, we all know first is, do you have a job? 9 out of 10
Okay.
times.
Yes.
No.
Need to know.
Right. No. Do you have a car?
Mm-hmm.
No. Do you have your own place?
Stay with your mama.
No. So you don't have your own place, you don't have a job, and you don't have a car. But you want to take me out?
Right.
Let's move
Not
on.
happening.
But then let's talk about the grown men who are in their 40s.
Still don't have it together.
So the experience that I'm going through is that, so when the older guys come along, so now you're thinking, okay, I have a little bit more leverage because
Yeah.
they're older, they're at least
Yeah.
a
you
little
could
bit
possibly
more,
relate.
right,
more.
a little bit more seasoned.
Yes.
So let's try that out.
Yeah.
So the experiences I've gotten with the older guys is like, okay, so now I got it together. I got my own place. I got my own car,
Right.
but I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe, and I'm 40 something years old.
Mm-hmm.
So my question, Nikki, is when do the hoes stop hoeing with
You know-
the fuckery that we got going on?
It's hard because with these guys that I'm meeting, it's like they don't have their life together,
Mhm.
and I'm not willing to settle. I don't think I should have to.
Absolutely.
So I'm
not.
gonna continue to date, whether it's multiple people at the same time, just to see if it could be potentially long term.
So you have not given up on the fact that that right man is out there for you.
No,
Okay.
I haven't given up. It's just that I find that what I'm meeting is, people still that don't have their life together, want you to take care of them, still a mommy's boy, and I'm not for that. Like, you have to meet me at my level.
And your level, so when you say you have to, because I love this, because I say this as well.
Yeah.
So when you say, I want to meet you at your level,
Correct.
what is your level?
Well, I'm working.
Okay.
I have my own home.
Okay.
I have my own car.
Okay.
I have my own career going.
Okay.
So I feel like I have my own business going.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like you have to meet me at that level. I'm not willing to help anybody to get where I'm at. I'm
Okay.
not.
Now, let's just say you meet somebody. It's potential. And potential means he doesn't have those qualities yet. Let's say maybe he has a car, but he doesn't have his own place. Would you be willing, if he is consistent, shows loyalty, are you willing to work with him?
Yes,
To
I
a
am
degree.
willing, because I'm trying to come off materialistic, but
Mhm.
you have to be able to communicate, to be able to have a conversation with
Right.
me, explain yourself, problem solve,
Right.
be able to tell me, what your 5-year goal is and where you're heading.
Mhm.
You have to be able to articulate all of that.
Right.
And career driven. I'm willing to work with someone. I mean, having a car is, materialistic. So I'm
Right.
not so materialistic. I'm
Right.
just more like, you can't be dependent on me as a female
Right.
to be able to financially support you. It's not going to happen.
Right.
I'm not going to
And-
do that.
And I feel like, I know, like, for me, I had to learn value. And it took
Correct.
me a
Okay,
very
good,
long
good.
time. So the one reason why I wanted to start this podcast is because I've been through so many things in my life that I feel like
And I love
Maya,
what you're doing.
thank
Just to say
you.
that too.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou said, when you learn it, teach it. I've
Mm.
learned. So now I'm teaching it.
Okay.
And the one
good.
thing that I have learned when it comes to self
Yes.
is love yourself.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
yourself. And that's easy to just throw out there, right? We could say love ourselves. But when we've been molested, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
When we've
let's
been
talk about it.
broken, our mamas are crazy. Papas is alcoholics, drug
Yeah.
addicts.
Absent father.
Absent fathers. Fathers are not there.
Yeah.
So if you are not there as my dad,
Mhm.
how then am I supposed to learn how to deal with a man?
Correct. And then I just to add to that, I have an absent father. Like
Me
I didn't
too.
I didn't grow up with my dad in
Right.
my life. I'm the child that's out of wedlock.
Okay.
So not having a father with a single mom, life had teach me to grow, to be strong and to be tough. So
No choice.
I'm not gonna give you a chance. Like, I'm not soft in that area.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I've been through it and I'm okay. So
Mhm.
you have to go through it. And I don't want to hear the excuse.
Right. Because, and that's a great thing you said, because strong people
Mhm.
have a bad habit of feeling like everybody's strong.
Yeah.
Everybody's not strong, but that's okay. You don't have to be strong like me,
Yeah.
but you have to find your way
Yeah.
that makes you comparable to live this life
Yes.
for yourself.
Yeah.
You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
And you gotta also be an adult.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you an excuse because you have, everybody have been through past dramas. I feel it,
Absolutely.
and I've been on the journey of healing.
Absolutely.
I get that.
Right.
But when it becomes an adult, you have to parent yourself.
You do.
Yeah.
And heal.
And heal.
And heal.
Some people don't have their mother in their life. I didn't
Right.
have my dad in my life.
Right.
But I have to learn how to heal. I'm on the journey of healing. I'm not telling
Right.
you I'm 100% there.
Right.
But I'm on that journey.
Absolutely.
So,
and do you, not to cut you off, but do you get the idea that when we are deal with certain type of men and they come to us broken,
yeah.
and yet we're so broken,
Yeah.
for whatever those issues are, can you see a relationship happening with he's broken, she's broken? What do we do with that? Because I can say I've been in situations where I'm broken, and then a man comes along, he's broken.
Correct.
So now we two broken people trying to have a relationship.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I think where it comes in, it can work, because
Okay.
if two broken people come together and they're aware that they're broken and they're aware of the things that they need to work on, and sometimes professional help is also needed, and they're willing to do the work, it can work. But when, I've come across like my ex and stuff, and they didn't see that they had an issue. So there was there's no way I could work on that. There's nothing to work on.
That is
Reciprocation is actually
that,
the world. Yes.
Thank you for saying that. So what Nikki just said was, and this is another thing that I'm going to talk about in the future on this show called Getting Your Flowers. Reciprocation is a very important word and statement, because nothing in this world happens without reciprocation. Nothing.
Right.
For instance, the sun rises, the sun sets. Correct?
Every day.
You drink water, you're going to release that water through urine.
Yeah.
You eat, you're going to release that through feces.
Yes.
Life is called balance. That's the way God
balance.
wanted to
That's
balance.
my favorite word, actually.
Right?
Balance.
That's what God wanted. So who are we to then come into a situation and feel like you, even as a friend, not even relationships, even as friendships, friendships need reciprocation.
Yes, it does.
So I'm going to say,
it needs a balance.
And let's talk about this. And I want this to be blown all over social media.
Yeah.
You don't have the right to be my friend and feel like I'm going to put all the effort in. Right. I'm going to do all the this. I'm going to do this. And then when it's my time, you can't show up for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this to the camera.
Oh, I love that.
I have friends who I have showed up for. I have showed up for them in good times. I have showed up for them in bad times.
I've experienced that, yes.
And when it was time for them to show up for me, they couldn't show up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, people will be like, oh, she's petty, or she's a Karen, or she's this. No. I have boundaries.
Yes.
And see, when you are healing,
Yeah.
healing means boundaries stay up for everybody.
Yeah.
Not just for the man.
No.
For the friend.
No.
For the family member.
Whereas,
Nobody
yes.
can play me no more.
Yeah.
Nobody has the right
Yeah.
to go over
Yeah.
my boundaries.
Yes.
You don't
You have
come to where I'm at.
Yeah. No.
You gotta go.
You can't give me the same energy. Yeah, absolutely.
Reciprocation.
Yeah.
You don't have the right to come in my life and I'm giving you and I'm giving you and I'm pouring into you and I'm giving you and I'm giving you and
you
you're
can't
giving
give
me nothing.
No,
You're giving me nothing.
That's where I'm at. No,
and I'm supposed to live with nothing.
Yeah.
While I'm giving you me.
Yeah, and when
No.
I take back my energy, don't be upset. I think that's where I'm at. When I take back my energy, don't be upset that I took back my energy because you're not giving me what I'm putting forth.
And I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
So if I'm telling you this, and see, this is the thing that I don't get. So you meet people, you explain to them, you say, listen, this is who I am. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. So you're supposed to listen.
Yeah.
And you're
if you
supposed
care
to
and love me. You said that, right?
If you don't, then what I'm saying is going over your head.
Mm-hmm.
But if you care about what I'm saying to you and you want to have a relationship with me,
yeah,
a friendship with me,
yes.
think about it. When we first meet men,
mm-hmm.
it's a friendship.
Yeah.
But if you are going to ghost me or you're going to text me when you want to text me or you want to treat me the way you want to treat me, do you really think you're being a good friend?
No.
Right?
And another thing is, when we're kind and nice, why you take advantage of that? And when we're mean, that's when you want to show up. And like, why I gotta be that way? Like, why I gotta put on the bitch in me just for you to show up for me?
My mother used to say, Nikki, to piggyback off of that, my mother used to say, if you want a man to really love you,
treat him
really love you, treat him like shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this.
That's
That's a horrible depiction.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not an ice cream cotton candy woman.
Yeah.
You gotta come hard to get to my heart. Because the honesty is I'm 49 years old. And as I throw myself back and look at my life, I don't really feel like I really was in love with any man. I was married. I had 3 children. But I don't feel like I really loved that man or that man really loved me.
You. Okay.
Now that I'm seasoned, healed, more clarity, I feel like now I know what love is. So now I know why I wasn't so open to give my heart because I my value was always this, but I never saw myself. Okay. I always saw myself like here. I never saw myself up here.
Yeah.
Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So if I never saw myself up here, then how am I going to allow someone to come in my life and put me up here?
True.
I had to come up here.
Yeah.
So once I came up here, then it was, oh, if you come into my life, you got to meet me here. Isn't that what you said earlier?
Yes. Yeah. You got to meet me at my level. Yeah. Definitely meet me at my level.
Right.
Yeah.
And so tell me, how do you feel about your worth and your value, and did you always have it?
No, I didn't have a value because I've been in an abusive relationship. Okay. Yeah, with my daughter's father, and when somebody has this mental, like, over you, like there's captivity
control.
Over you,
it's like a control,
right? You whatever they tell you, you believe. Yes. And I had to. And actually, I just being out and being out with friends and people be like, no, you don't have to go for that. Like, people who generally
because you don't even really know that.
Yeah. So, and then I was like, and then just growing and healing, I realized, no, what you said about me is not true. I'm not that person. I'm an ambitious person. And, I started going to work and started going to school. And I'm like, all that you're telling me, it's untrue. But because you want to control me, that's why, you want to keep me captive in.
It's called narcissist behavior. And I'm going to do a whole show on narcissistic behavior because it is so real. And people really don't understand I didn't understand what it was. And I was viciously cycled with narcissistic men throughout my life. Yeah. And this is why I'm healing now. And I want to talk to you about something before we leave because this is good stuff. Yeah. I want to talk about celibacy. Yeah. I've been celibate for 7 months. And then when I shared that with you today, you told me
going on to 2 years.
That you've been celibate for 2 years.
Yeah.
Excuse the microphone.
I couldn't even believe it.
I'm dying.
Yeah. Because I haven't come across any men that have matched my energy.
Mm.
Have not. Whether it be like you just said, younger guys, they want to talk to you. They're living at home with their mom. They don't have. Some of them don't have a job, don't have a car. If we're going on a date, we're not going to take. You're not going to use your bus pass. We're not. We're just not doing that. Yeah, where are we going?
And then they get offended. Why are you offended? I'm asking you, baby, how we getting around? You can't tell me Uber. Are you going to tell me
No,
Uber?
I'm not going to pick you up in my BMW for us to go out. We're just not going to do that. So, no. Yeah. I just haven't found a person to match my energy. I haven't.
So, because I know one thing, like I had went to Atlantic City a couple of weeks ago around the mid of April.
Yes.
And, when I went to Atlantic City, people were like, I know you didn't go by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I absolutely fucking did go by myself. I packed a bag. I packed some tequila and some
that
wine
would be me too.
And a couple of dildos. Let's talk about it. Because I'm still a woman at the end of the day.
My rose.
And I had, the rose, the tulips, and I had such a good time.
Yes.
Really going into myself and really looking at my life and saying to myself, this is where you at.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? And really loving me.
Yeah.
Like running around naked.
Yeah.
Running a bath, cooking chicken parmesan. I did what I wanted to do. And people were, you're pretty. You got this body.
Oh, I get that all the time.
And you didn't.
Like,
and you didn't go with a man?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, baby.
Yeah.
I went by myself. And I had an absolutely great time. And it's so hard for people to understand.
It is.
Let me explain something to people. When you say you are healing,
mm-hmm.
and this is true talk, when you say you are healing doesn't take your girls. Healing doesn't take your man, your ex, your boyfriend, your boo, your fiance, whoever.
It's a solo journey.
When you are healing, those moments alone are the most justification for you. Mm-hmm. Because in those moments, you are understanding, I am somebody.
Yes.
I am valuable.
Important.
You know what I did before I came here when I do things like this? I get a 90-minute massage.
Okay.
I give myself a impeccable facial.
Yes.
And I take care of myself.
Yes.
I go, if I want to go to the movies, I'll go by myself. If I go work out, I want to go by myself. Mm-hmm. If I want to go for a walk, I'll go by myself. Because I'm learning to love Latoya.
Yeah.
And when I learned
and it's okay to do things by yourself.
Is it not?
It's so much okay.
And it's so much easier because guess what? I don't have to worry about you cheating, who's on your phone, who you at, who
anybody
you with, what
me.
you doing. I don't have those worries. I don't have that anxiety.
Yeah.
Anxiety will kill
But
me.
also society makes it seem like at a certain age, like you're 40 and you're not married.
You're
like,
40 and you're this. And you know what I tell people? I had the marriage, the white picket fence. Mm-hmm. We were the only Black family that lived in Bayside, Queens. And anybody that knows about Bayside, Queens right now is just, you can't buy a house less than $500,000 in Bayside, Queens right
Millions,
now.
Yeah.
11361 if you want to check it out. And I come from that. But when we were living, but the relationship was failing.
Yeah.
Because there was no reciprocation.
Yes, there was no reciprocation. Yeah.
It was no reciprocation. So because it was no reciprocation.
Yeah.
And
that's why my relationship failed. Because it wasn't no
dies.
Reciprocation. I would give communication, love, be there for you, show up for you. But you're not giving me that back.
You're not giving me nothing.
Right. And
you're
then
not giving me nothing.
And then wonder, like, where did it go wrong? But I've been talking.
And
when did you listen?
Okay.
When did you decide that you're not gonna stop playing with me?
And then when they decide, unfortunately, when you've moved on.
Yeah.
When you've healed.
Yes.
When that open wound is shut.
You're closed. Yeah.
And if you think about an open wound, because we've all fell in life, right? Off a bicycle or whatever. Yeah. And you get that big wound on your knee or there. And it hurts when it's open.
Take time.
I'm in the medical field. I'm a nursing student. It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
But as it starts to heal over time, there's something called a scab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when that scab starts to form on that open wound, it doesn't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
It hardens.
And that's where I'm at.
And it makes you
doesn't
feel,
hurt anymore.
the wound is there.
Yeah.
You can still see it.
Yeah.
But you don't feel the pain from it anymore because it's not open.
Yeah.
Because time has made it better.
Yeah.
So when time has made it better, it's just a wound.
Yeah.
I learned from that wound. I ain't gonna fall like that no more.
No.
I'm not tumbling over like that no more.
Exactly.
Because I'm not gonna go through this wound no more.
Yeah.
So now that it's healed, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have it.
Yeah.
I know where it
absolutely.
came from.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to get another wound like this again.
Exactly.
And that's the way
and
relationship.
Yeah.
That's
That's
where you
exactly
at?
where I'm at.
That's where I'm at.
I've learned in the past. I've been through a couple of situations, and I just learned that I don't have to force anything. It's gonna come along. God is gonna make it flow. Because anything that doesn't flow for me is not for me.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And I think that a part of Getting Your Flowers podcast is going to go towards women empowerment.
Yeah.
We have to
I love
teach.
that.
We have to teach
Yeah.
our younger
Girls,
generation
yeah.
about self-worth,
Mhm.
about value,
Loving
about
yourself. Yeah.
vindication of self.
Yeah.
And when you love who you are, you will never let anyone come in your life
Yeah.
and
mistreat you.
and mistreat you
Yeah.
or make you feel any way that you don't deserve.
Yeah.
And that is my purpose. You see, I didn't have daddy.
Yeah.
I didn't have daddy to
Me
come and
either.
tell me, you okay? You're okay
Yeah.
with him or without him? You okay? You're beautiful with him or without? You're okay with him? I didn't have
Same
that.
story. Yeah.
And a lot of women didn't have that. So it's our responsibility, sister,
thing. Yeah.
to pour into women
Yeah.
and the younger
I'm for
generation
that. Yeah.
and for the women
Mm-hmm.
like myself
Yeah.
who didn't catch the clue
Yeah.
until my 40s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about healing that.
Yes. It's okay
And
to
when-
take your time and heal. It's a solo journey.
It's not
You
a
don't
rush.
You don't need
Because what's going to happen is going to happen.
that other person.
So
You
our
don't.
responsibility now is to teach
Yeah.
women
I love that.
who you are, whose you are,
Mm-hmm.
and move forward in that domination. And I hope that this podcast can set a stage
Yes.
so loud
Yeah.
for women to come together and empower one another. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how tall, how short you are, how fat you are. We empower one another by saying, sister,
Yeah.
I know what you're going through. I know what
I've
you
been
went
there.
through. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
It's the same story.
Okay.
Yeah. I know your
Because we
story.
watching the same TV,
Mhm.
but different channels.
Yes.
Amen?
Yeah, amen.
Amen.
Amen to
We're going to
that.
end on that note. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Nikki, for
Thank
coming.
you for having
joining us
me.
at Getting Your Flowers.
Yes.
And we have more to come. I'm sure she's going to come on additional shows. We're going to talk more about this situation of reciprocation, of the fuckery of dating in your 40s. And we are out. Be kind and be blessed always. Getting Your Flowers, Latoya Monique.
Take care.